portrait mode today. Oh yeah. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another Monday Painting Monday. So before I forget, I'm gonna take a little break. This is the last one. So I'm basically not gonna do any lives in November, but I hope I will be back in December. I will, why not? And so, hi everyone, let me see. Hi Bodil. Hi Janneke, hello Bill. Hi Lynn. Hi Dawn. Hi Anne. Anne. It's hard with names and my brain, because... Hi Shamsa. Hi Susan. Oh, New Zealand. Pick me up. Get me there. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, I did this one yesterday and it's already dry. It's not, it's funny, the weather is colder, but things dry faster. Oh. Let me just start. I have a 11 by 14. Makes sounds because I put water in the back to tighten the grain is the wrong word, fibers. Okay, so Halloween stuff, right? So let's let's do something, not about that, but with that. And I have some leftover paints actually from this painting. And what I love, it's not one of my favorites, but it's something that I really, really... Sorry, there's a question. What's the smallest canvas size you'd suggest trying the hide and reveal? I started out with like 8 by 10s. I wouldn't really go smaller because there's no point in doing a hide and reveal if you don't have negative space on your canvas. Otherwise, you could just use black in your layers and have black and all the others are there. Does that make sense? The negative space really makes the hide and reveal worth doing it. Like, did you see this one? Like this. See, without the black, it would just be a bloom on a black base. Do that make sense? I'm not sure I do. So the smaller the canvas, probably the less negative space you'll get. And that's why I think you should start with a small tool and a 10 by 8-ish. Okay, what I was... Lynn has a suggestion. Okay, shoot, Lynn. The amount of paint intimidates you. Yes, me too. But at one point, the more you do it, the more you will save paint because you know how much to use. She said, and never... Shut up. Oh. If someone in the chat has a question for you that they can precede their question with, so you can see it better. Hi, friends. Yeah, great idea. And then you yell at me again and repeat the question? If not... Oh, you put the question mark. Now I see it, Lynn. Lynn, I don't think I can answer that question. Hi, Jacqueline. Okay, back to the point. That's a great idea, and then I see it better. But also, how about we do the question part at the end of the video when I show you the flyover? And then I really, because while I paint, I don't look at the chat. Not not at all, but I do miss things. Back to this guy. So, transparent colors, guys. My last video, this guy, that was from Friday. These paints are, so I really like the glow of that blue, those two blues. And it's because it's transparent. So I would like you, if you try a hide and reveal, use transparent colors. Not only you can put opaques in there to see what the difference is, but I don't know if you see the quality of this yellow. This is azo yellow. Ugh, I just spilled my paint. Hi, Johanna. Azo yellow. So it's kind of like the nickel azo yellow, a little bit poopy. But this is more like a very dirty yellow, but it turns out like this. So this is the yellow, and this is the yellow, and see the difference? It's because the paint here was thicker than it was here, which gives the color a different quality. And I think that's a key to a very interesting hide and reveal. Okay, that's what we're going to use today. Azo yellow without the nickel and the quinacridone. Then I have one with the quinacridone. This is nickel azo gold, but I put just a few drops of iridescent copper into this. So it does have a tiny bit of sparkles in it. You really don't see it, no. When it dries though, and that's also kind of what I wanted. I don't want a super sparkly color. I just want a little iridescence in it. Okay, azo gold with copper, azo yellow. And then I have this guy. This is red oxide by Golden, and this is actually the other pigment that is in the nickel azo gold. So that was PO 48 is the quinacridone. That's not, oh, it's the 101. Am I right about this? Let me see. Maybe it's not important to you guys at all. No, that was totally wrong. It was the 150. Okay, forget what I just said, okay? It never happened. I didn't say a word. I always thought, well, they, Golden wants you, if you mix, now I know what my brain fart was. Doesn't matter. If you try to mix a similar color to get the quinacridone nickel azo gold, Golden says to use the red oxide transparent mixed with the azo yellow, which is this guy. And that would give you a similar color in quinacridone nickel azo gold. Not the same. All right, those are my transparent colors. And then I have a not so transparent color, and this is Blue Violet by Amsterdam. Oh, thank you, Enkai. Nice to meet you. Here we go. It's one of these days again. Let me have some tea. One of these Mondays. Okay, so I told you already that I'll be not doing lives for the next month. Yeah, I did. You will have videos on Fridays, at least I hope you will. And then, sorry, more tea. People, there's no better high than a green tea high. Promise you that. let's just do it. Oh, no, one more thing. And okay, I need to know that from you. So I have my yellow going towards orange-ish, like rusty colors. So that's very autumn-y, right? Fall-y. Then I have this guy, which is pretty spooky, Halloween-y kind of thing. Should I use some teal in this? You let me know while I get my black out. And then I'll show you two more ingredients that I'm excited to use. This is not a good stick. I mean, it's a good stick, but it's dirty. So I pre-mixed this black a few days ago. I always do a big container. I do love the bubbles that pop. Let me show you my favorite ever. This guy. Doesn't that look super 3D? It looks like an egg yolk in space. And that happens when there's air trapped underneath my layers. At one point they pop and then something like that gets revealed. Now that I have mixed that black few days ago, we won't have that many bubbles. Boo. But also good. Okay, let me see. Hi, Tandra. Sure, at the teal. You can be what you want on Halloween. Oh, that's so true. Let's do it then. Okay, Sami. I want to say Sami, but it's Samikins. Wants me to add the teal. Good, Enkai. I wish I could talk Turkish, but I can't. I just like your food a lot. A lot. Vortex pour. Hi, Abby. Okay, you all say yes to teal. Let's do teal. It's open. I have my black, which is kind of thick. That's fine. It's sat a few days. That's why. It will be okay. Let's just do this down thing. If you want to get 10.5 inches taller, use gallons of paint. And I'm gonna put my glasses. Oh, you winter too. Okay, there you go. Let me flip you over, and I hope that my phone won't complain. So far it's not. Okay, this worked last time where I let you just sit on my tripod. Got you a little closer, adjusting the spinner. Oh, this is a little too close, I see. There we go. That should be better, right? Okay, everybody votes yes on the teal. Okay, knock it off, Enkai, okay? Knock it off. All right. Lynn, I'm gonna do something to you. I'm gonna add you as a moderator. And I would like you to put people in timeout that do something inappropriate. If you would be so So good, that would be very nice because I don't see it. And every time, that's also for the people who do go live once in a while, if you go on portrait mode, I would like you to watch your numbers, because it seems like YouTube is pushing those videos, those live events more, and then some weirdos can come in. Not that anybody of you is one, but just, you know. Okay. Thanks, Lynn. Thank you. Okay, this is my PPG Multi-Pro. I add a bunch of this. But not too much, because always remember you're going to add a bunch of more paints. And since all these are transparent, I want them to be my first layers. The reason is when you use a transparent paint, the paint underneath will shine through. So if I used, if I used a teal now and then add my yellow on top of the teal, it will turn into a green for your eyes. They don't physically mix in with each other, but for your eye and your brain they do, because light and stuff. So even though I don't have bubbles in my black, I do have them in my other colors, which is fine. That will give me my little bubbly things. And the good thing about the transparent colors, you can actually see with your bare eye if there's a goober in there right away. See how green it is? But once you stretch it out. I will use the oxide red now. It's also a goober. And this should dry a little bit more, a little darker. So my new pouring medium, what's it called? The Valspar Ultra, makes my paints a little bit milky looking. But when they dry true to their color. And there's actually a lot you can play around with by adding more pouring medium or less pouring medium to make your paints less or more transparent. And I did see one thing here. Yep. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Sharon. What no? Why are you saying no? Okay. So now I can, this was the red oxide. This is my coppery azo gold. Add it on top. So this is probably a little bit less transparent. I think the copper is more opaque. It's not completely opaque, but it's more opaque than the nickel azo gold that I mixed it with. All right, then, because I like the combination, we use the teal first. There's goobers everywhere today. What the heck? But I can't find it anymore. Oh well. It'll either show up or not. So this is fairly thick compared to the others. You don't necessarily want that. Keep telling everybody, make sure your paints have the same consistency. And then she dropped something in it. Let's do the purple now. That's freshly mixed too, so there's probably some air bubbles in it. So this one is gonna be completely covered hide and reveal, and the painting behind me that we talked about earlier, it's basically a hide and reveal too, but I left some parts out and I really like the effect of it. It gives it a more abstract painting feel. That does not make sense. Elaine, I can't wait either. Oh, hi. Yeah, the hurricane relief artworks. Yeah, Jody is on board. I think her video airs tomorrow, so tomorrow will be the last day of that collaboration. See how thick this paint is. I'm telling you, it's gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay, by the way, just if anybody is worried. Everything is okay. So I know this paint is thicker, so I try to keep my layer thinner. And that can actually help you. Ooh, I like the colors together. Nice. So next time I will use less black. I'm not sure if I ever make sense, you guys. You just have to let me know. It's not only that English is my second language, it's also my brain. Sorry. It's just what we all have to deal with. So I'm just going to add tiny bits of it because I want to put a bit more here. I wait till the paint runs down and then I start moving my spreader. I'm not sure if you can see how thick this paint is. You can see the trace of the paint on there. And I realized that with kind of all my paintings, this one is extreme one, but they all seem to have these differences in thickness of paint. So that is a thing that is different than it used to be when I used varnish. Let me put the white in the corners. Hi, Lulu. You're right. You're right on time for the reveal. Halloweeny colors today. Linda, that's good. Yeah. It's always, it's so hard, Johanna, finding right stuff in the country you're in. And the easiest way is to connect with people who are in the same country to figure things out. And always, you know, there's so much information in the Shelly Art Facebook group that you get access to if you did her course. I have a 15% off. Everybody has a 15% off, even Shelly does. So wherever you get your 15% off, I don't care. Get it from me. Kidding. But if you take that course, you will get access to that Facebook group where I think there's 12,000 people in now, and they are from all around the world. And there's tips and tricks and ingredients that people help each other. So if you're really struggling in a different country that I can't help you with, this is an idea. Oh, I didn't. Sorry. I didn't show you my magic. This is what I want to use. This is Pinnacle Sand Boom Gel and Uhuru Red. I thought those would fit well, very well with those colors. But I also want to use a little gold cell activator. Tiny bit left, but you all know we don't need a lot. Just 2 drops. Pinnacle Sand. Oh no, let's do the Uhuru Red first. There's a lot of confusion about the Boom Gel. This is just an acrylic paint out of the bottle that I use. It's not mixed with anything. It's not a cell activator. Why I like it, I think it's just, I like that it works with my, it's a beautiful yellow ochre kind of color. Where was I? Darn it. No cell activator, but because it's so thick, it surrounds your cells in a very, very, very nice way. You don't need a lot of this, and I usually move it around and do some unicorn whatevers, horns, and then I use the rest to this here. That comes with the flinging of my palette knife to get rid of the excess paint. Sometimes something goes on top of your palette knife. You need to get that off because, believe it or not, it will, once you swipe, kind of lay on top of the black, and you don't necessarily want that. Okay, so surface contact, and then pressure, and then you can move. And I want you to take your time. Did you see the white spot there? That meant that I touched my pillow paint. But see how much time I have? I just wait here, and the paint, because it's so thick, it just flows back to it where it was before. It's got a little bit. I talked so much that I didn't really pay attention what I was doing. Something will happen here. It's hard to see right now. And that's why. So you put the Boom Gel on top of your CA. No, the CA is always on top. It's never below anything. This is my cell activator, and I put it on my palette knife. This might be the confusing part for some people, especially dyslexic people like me. Because cell activator, let me put the black cell activator on too. I will flip it over, which makes the cell activator be on top again. So I can use my paint a little bit less on top of that, and you won't interrupt that layering of your pillow paint, your colors, your cell activator. That's the principle of the whole technique. Mixing the layers up will end up in, I don't know, it could be a beautiful piece of art, but it would not be this technique. I'm a little bit, just can't talk and paint at the same time. So I guess that's what I'm doing here. Just kind of interrupting my layers. And if you use too much of your Boom Gel, excuse me, This is what can happen. It tends to bleed a little bit. And I definitely used a bit too much. Not sure what I'm gonna do about this. It's possible that this will fly off anyways. You think this is black, but there's things gonna happen. Let me blow into this. Hi, cat. The EOD Westway. Of course I am. Did you know that Jackson Pollock was actually the first one who made canvas usable? I mean, who used canvas. Everybody thinks that canvas is a thing that's been around forever. People have been painting on top of canvas. That's not true. It's around only since the 50s, and Jackson Pollock was the one who really used it a lot. Let me cover this. What? Yeah, it's very interesting when I saw like his early works, which is not fluid art. It was drawings, and I connected immediately to him very, just, I don't know, it reminded me a lot of things that I would draw. And then it's, yeah, a long story. Never mind. Yeah, I know Jackson Pollock. I like him. Troubled person though, very troubled. But I guess the really, 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 really crazy artists kind of feel like they have to have something weird about them. Okay, I'm just gonna blow into this. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, what I was doing is messing it up. That actually kind of reminds me of one of his drawings. Look him up. Gonna keep this. Love the decision of sticking my finger into my painting and also using the teal. Great idea. Should I spin it out? What do you think? Yay, Anna. Okay. Linda and Anna, maybe you guys can figure it out. There's a bunch of people in the UK who make it work. I'm just not familiar with all the ingredients and what you have to get. Let me tell you what I like about this. I think this part is very promising, and it's gonna reveal a lot of nice stuff. Every time I blow too deep into the pillow and the pillow actually makes this white pattern, I'm kind of torn because you can, or I'm not sure if you can, but I can see it's already starting to kind of not crack, but just dropped a thing in there. Break. The pigments break. It's because it's white wall paint on top of acrylic paint. You know, it's just they don't necessarily like each other, and that's another reason why you want to keep those layers intact. Let me just give this a baby spin to see what's happening. Yeah, it's not really flocculation. It's not that the pigments don't really separate in this. It's just they have a reaction of how they I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Really like this spot, but I think I have to let go of this because I want to save all of this. I think that might look really good. If I spin now, there's so much paint of it on top of this. Always remember, when you spin, it will expand. Depending on how much paint you have left, it will grow, which means this will get bigger and this will go away. So right now, I will lose this and that and that and that. So it will take care of my corners if I spun. It will make this even bigger. So I would say it will probably be as big as my hand once I'm done. And at this point, I can make decisions like, what do I want to keep? What do I want to see after? What do I not want to see after? Which bubble am I going to pop? And that's... which bubble wants to be popped? I think that's more important. Hey. None of them wants to be popped. Okay, so since I'm very undecided, I will just give it another spin. I think everything I'm going to lose will hurt. I really don't want to lose this part, how transparent the black gets here, and the azo, whichever one it is, shines through. Also, this egg yolk here. Love this. I think I can sacrifice this part to save this. Although, look at this guy. Oh, this is a tough one. What should I do, guys? Hi, Connie. Namibia? That's far away. Tilt. Yeah, tilt. Which direction, Abby? Spin off the white. Which white? The middle white? So this is right in the middle. This will go anyway. I don't have to worry about these, but if I tilted it this way to get rid of this white, everything will go down here. I will lose, well, for one, so yeah, it's a negotiation, isn't it? I like this flow. I don't want the flow to go away. It's so important in a composition, to me, that you stick with the flow. I think that's more important if there's a big blob of white paint somewhere. On my right. Okay, tilt off the end and white. Okay, every time I don't know what to do, I'm kind of curious about what's gonna happen in here. You know what, I'm gonna shut up and just give it a spin. And, sorry. Oh, sorry, Haga. Scared the doggy. All right, cool. The white. What it does is it gives us a focal point. Again, the thing that is so important for a composition, if your flow brings you to your focal point, or the focal point leads your eye through the flow. And that's, I think, exactly what happens here. Not in this orientation. If you look, oh no, for you it might be the right orientation. Nope, this would be the right orientation. I don't need this blob here. I kind of like how it's going. But that is it. I think I will. You have to think about so many things. If I tilt in this direction, this will go, this will move over. this here, which is the part that's already transparent, will get more transparent because this part here will stretch the most. It's anchored here, and it will go this way, and then it might give us stretch marks, which I do not like at all. There's always the thing that you can let it dry and paint things. If this is too white, I can just wash it with a yellow or a purple or whatever. Oh, thank you. To the corner top right. If I knew which top right you're talking about. So let's see what I do not like. This guy. Really like this dude here. There. It will go. This will go. Love it. Will go. Just, Jessica, you have to let go of things. It's just like freaking life. Let me see. As Lynn would say, see what the paint wants to do. Let's see where my mass is. It's here. This will go. I love it, but yeah, it has to go. I do like the transparency up here. So let me try to get rid of that white guy. Because who needs white guys, right? Get rid of this guy. And then tilt it again. I like the idea of saving this dude. It's a lot of paint on there. Woo! So this is almost a 90-degree angle. And the paint is moving slow. Okay. Let's see what we did here. Seems like more can even go off. I'm a little scared to do so though. Okay. Scrape the corners. And the spinner. Hi Nicole, how many years have I been painting this kind of painting? Because I think my first oil painting I did when I was 13. Not what I thought it would end up being, but kind of cool, huh? It needs another good spin though. And then Fluidart I started in September of 2019, so that would be, yeah, just had my 5-year anniversary, bloomiversary. Gotta say, I love this transparency here. Really like it. I'm not happy with how this turned out. But, you know, I said it needs another spin. Let's see what happens. There's another white guy that I want to get rid of. It's a theme today, isn't it? Let's get rid of him. Okay. Not sure what to think. I don't hate it. I actually think it's pretty interesting, this part especially. Maybe you should play with more transparent black on purpose. That would be interesting. This does look like a ghost. Oh my god, he has 2 eyes. And his friend over here. Mm-hmm. Would you say this style is easier to do than a straight out bloom? You know what? I don't know. I've never done blooms because I think they are boring. I did not say that loud, but I do. For me, a bloom was never anything I really wanted to do because every bloom can be, they look very similar, and I want to take this to a different level. I want that at one point, a fluid artist can go to a gallery, and that gallery looks at their stuff and is not saying, no, you're a fluid artist, you're not an artist, bye bye. Get my point? That's my intention. I'm not there, but one day I will be. Or anybody of you, which would be awesome. Let's work on that. And a bloom, a bloom is tough in its own. A bloom is tough to, let me flip you around. I think I'm done here. Flip you over. Hi. So a bloom, it's really hard to, well, the consistencies have to be right. Same here, even though it's more forgiving. If you're doing a bloom, you know what it's supposed to look like. If you do an abstract painting, you can do whatever, you know? What did you say, Lynn? On Halloween, you can be anything you want. It's just different. I don't think, and some people are able to blow very well, some people are not, so it's definitely easier this way for some people. Some people don't really want to do an abstract painting. Like, think about composition. A bloom always has one composition. It's a bloom in the middle. Yes, you can do vines, you can have negative space, but it is limited. While in this, I need to show you last week's. So this was the same technique, and it looks so different. I don't want to hurt anybody who's doing blooms. That's not my intention. The question was, is this easier than a regular bloom? And I for some people it might, for other people it might not. I don't know. Let me find last week's piece. Hello, Helga. Excuse me. No, I'm not going to step on it. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Oh. Last week. What's this? Who has wonderful bubbles? So this I even like better than my last Friday's video, because I don't, I showed you that one, right? This has a lot of white in it. So a lot of pillow came through. I also used abalone in that one. I don't think I'm going to do that again. And this one, the blows were a little bit better, and you can see more black. It has more depth, and you know. Last week. I think I'm gonna give this one more spin and then show you what we have on this canvas. And then you can shoot if you have questions that I didn't see, or, you know. When will you visit your original technique? Which one? The negative space wipe? I don't know. It's Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I, don't. I think what an artist does is develop. It's never gonna be the same thing. And I will, they don't itch me at the moment. They don't, it's not like I want to do something with white negative space. It's, I like to create new things. I like to work on a composition, and then again with the if you just put one swipe in the middle of a canvas, there's just so much you can do. It's always gonna be a swipe on your canvas. Am I right about that? I'm not sure, but there's so much more to explore and find and make up. I think at the moment I'm more interested into I can't say my own style because it's all my own style. It's just, I don't know. I feel there's more to this all, and I'm trying to find it. That's it. I want to find new things, new ways, and have fun with it. Speaking of, big old spin. Thank you, Tandra. Yeah, I feel ya. It's very. I did the open studios tour the last few weekends, and having my paintings hung in one area, and I had like recent ones that I just finished the day before, and I had a couple that I did 2020, and it was so different, and it felt so good when I sold the old stuff. It is, it just, I don't know, it's a great feeling. Did I answer that question? Ooh, this is kind of cool. Okay, let me get you down. Scoop and Drex. Yeah. They are everything that I made up over the years. If it's just using a palette knife, load the palette knife, scoop and dragging, power blowing, negative space, hide and reveal, it all comes together. It is, I don't see that as a, I will always use the scoop and drag. They are not very, I don't like them with the hide and reveals though. I like the power blow better because you can get more interesting splatters, because right now I like splatters. It's what I do, Oh, hi Raven. Oh, you're so late. But you will get to see what we just did. Where was I? I don't remember. You can unanchor it. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, my journey. It was so much fun for me to see how different all my paintings are, and how I went through all of this and developed my own style, and how I've done art forever, and everything you can imagine, from pottery, wood carving, oil painting, acrylic painting, stop motion videos, trick videos, documentaries. I've been all over the place, and this is the first thing that really hooked me, and I've been doing it just that for the last 5 years, and that to me is pretty special. I got obsessed, and I stayed obsessed, and I still am obsessed, which is pretty cool. And I think you kind of need that to develop your own language in your art form. Whatever, I'm gonna show you. Do you varnish all your paintings, or are they just sparkly like that? Well, for one, they are, you mean glossy. They are because my pouring medium is a gloss pouring medium. That makes the paint glossy. But I usually, when I use a canvas, I varnish my pieces in a satin varnish. When I use, and I haven't done it for a while, I kind of step back from resin because it never ever stays white. It always yellows faster than varnish. Plus it's toxic as, you know. I only do that on a rigid surface. So I don't like to varnish canvases. Let me flip you around now. Okay. Let me do this. Okay, this looks kind of crazy. Seeing it through my phone, I don't think I like it as much anymore. Okay, there's my little ghost. See his two eyes. Loving this. I love when they do this loop splatters. Big fan of that. That's his little friend. And then there's a gradient that I love, that I was looking forward to. So that you see all the yellows and the reds and then the purple. Big fan of that kind of stuff. The middle here is splattered. Do like it. Those little guys got a bit disturbed. Too bad, because it looked kind of cool. Love the purple in it. There we have a little space avocado. This transparent part over here is really cool looking. Yeah, I'm gonna let it dry to show you in a month or so. I might make more of those just to see. Thanks for letting me use the teal. I think that's really cool. Do you guys have any more questions? Like I said, I will let it dry to show to you. Do some more. I want to hurt myself today. I like it. Not super stoked. You know. Very hocus pocus. Yes. I might not use the Uhura red next time. It seemed to bleed a lot, but I cannot see the sand spit one. No, what was it called? Not sand spit. Pinnacle sand. It's probably a beach in Australia, because it's Australian. Okay, no questions? Have a good break from us all. There's never going to be a break because, you know, that's how I make my money, guys. You're welcome, Janneke. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks for everything, everybody. Ask about my sweatshirt. What did she ask? What did you ask? Oh, I cannot vote. No, I'm not an American citizen. I'm voting in Germany. I do pay my taxes though. Pay the taxes. Don't vote. That's why I'm telling you to do so, because I can't. Okay? Jesus, America, get your act together. Love you guys. Bye-bye.